Because it's not, you don't just talk at the top of his head. You know, he goes on the ground, he goes meets, he talk with persons, he get a better understanding of what is going on, and he reports whatever is factual, whether it is in favor of the party that he supports. I think that's something good, neighbor. And we have to big up Casey as always for that, neighbor. But definitely I share a lot of the same sentiments. Down there again in Manchester, neighbor. I see Labour taking Manchester. I love what is going on, but the master stroke the Prime Minister made, introducing Miss Arja Marks down there. That was a master stroke. Manchester needed that, neighbor. Manchester, neighbor, has always had a strong JLP representative, meaning someone who has always been a part of our cabinet, you know, someone who high government office, and it would be really sad, you know, to know that a constituency like that, after having someone like a Manayard and Mr. Shah for many years, who has always been a part of the cabinet, to now come and to have anyone represent you as a part of the cabinet. And I think Arja Marks would definitely be a part of the government, neighbor. I don't have to ask the question. No well thinking Jamaica have to ask that, neighbor. If Arja Marks would be a part of the new cabinet going forward when we form the territory, most definitely she will be a part of that. I do have to guess and spell that. But yes, wonderful down in Manchester, neighbor, good. Crystal Lee, neighbor, very, very, I mean, not very, she in terms of her performance down there in her constituency, neighbor, she's on the ball, neighbor. She's doing what she's supposed to do, neighbor. I personally know some things about the constituency that I wish not to talk. I know some of her campaign strategy. I know how she campaign and stuff like that. She's doing well and she will come out victorious, neighbor. Definitely. And neighbor, don't surprise again, neighbor. We talk about going up 4-0 down there in Manchester, neighbor. Don't surprise, neighbor, if we clear that last seat also in Centre that is now controlled by the PNP as well. Don't surprise if we should take that one as well.
Are you serious, sir?
Yes, neighbor. There's something in the neighbor site in 2020 in the neighbor. Something that we have something that is called the Holness factor, neighbor, which is becoming the effect of our Prime Minister. He has an effect on him, neighbor, wherever he goes around the country, neighbor. The persons take on to him, neighbor. And then, neighbor, you have a swing. Trust me, despite in 2020, neighbor, a lot of these first-time MPs, neighbor, couldn't win on their neighbor. They won based on the swing that was going towards the party and the Holness factor. And I think a lot of other persons, there are still more persons, neighbor, in this 2025 election who will still benefit from the Holness factor and the swing of the Labour Party. And I wouldn't be surprised if that particular seat down there in Centre, neighbor, is now Labour.
Wow. Prezi is online, Scratchy. Let's hear what he has to say. Good night to you.
Good night, neighbor. I just wanted to speak to North to West St. Catherine, where Damion and Newton Amos will be battling. I am not sure if people understand Damien's record of losing, because I wouldn't say winning. Damion won in East Rural in 2011 on what I say is as a result of Tivoli's incursion, which was a very bad time for the Labour Party. And he got what we would call a comfortable PNP seat. After that, he lost that seat because of his utterances on the campaign trail. Not only that, delegates in the PNP do not like Damion. I don't know if
let's
understand Casey's.
No, before you go to the delegates, cover his electoral record for me.
His electoral record, and it speaks to his, you know, why I bring up the delegates, they put Damion in seats to show after East Rural, to show what he always professed.
He went to the by-election in Portland, right?
Yes. So he lost in Portland because he touts himself, even in the PNP or to the PNP, as a young, fresh, bright politician. And they say, well, prove this to me. Even the PNP, prove this to me. So when they put him up against Anne-Marie Vaz, it was not by chance. They gave him a very difficult seat to win. Because
really, was it that difficult?
It was a difficult seat to win.
A seat that they had for 30 years?
A seat that they had for 30 years, but if you check the polls that were being done in Portland on Anne-Marie Vaz, there was every indication that she was going to win.
Yeah, well,
there's no question about that. I am not saying that it was not possible for the PNP to win, but they knew it was a difficult seat to win.
And quite frankly, had he not spoken about her in that way, he probably would have had a better chance.
He would have had a better chance, neighbor. But if you see what was if the polls and Marie Vaz was being polled for the seat 2 elections before, not just the 2019 by-election, people were pushing her to run for the seat because of her popularity and how the type of person Anne-Marie is.
All right, complete that. So he lost in Portland.
He lost in Portland again, as you said, helped by his mouth again. We see again, they have placed Damian Crawford on the stage and he has blundered in the height of election twice already. He has been made into a literal laughing stock for labor rights with a viral tune. Them walk a cut ribbon. Again last week with the teachers, he has blundered significantly. If you check social media, there are some people who remain quiet in the political space. Majority, in terms of the majority, you have some teachers who will come out and speak. Most of them are colored, obviously, and you know this already.
Tell us about that blunder.
Normal, everyday teachers came out and spoke against Damian.
Tell us about the blunder. How did he blunder?
When he said that we should add 2 hours to the school day. If you check the space from last week, he has been getting a maker. The teachers came out and spoke. So teachers who are in the classroom spoke out again. What kind of plan is this for add 2 hours? And they did it with not just words, oh, we don't like this plan. They show you the studies. They show you how the children learn, when them learn, why people have to go home after school bell ring. It is there. So
okay. You have established, President, that he doesn't have a very good electoral record. He has lost 2 elections.
He has lost 2 elections, and even though people repeat,
he lost one election, he lose, neighbor.
What? He lost the election in East Rural also.
He did not run back. He did not run back in East Rural. He did not. And
I call it say he lose the election.
No, but you can't lose something that he didn't contest. You can't lose something that he didn't contest.
For me, the fact that they removed
he lost one election
as a candidate, it is a loss in my book for
David. With the facts, he did not run.
He lost one election.
Okay, so you have established that he has lost. He didn't run back in his rural. He lost in St. Anne, and you are saying that in terms of his posture on the platform, that is a negative against him too.
It is a negative because, and there are some things because it's just speculation. We don't have hard evidence, but I can tell you, many of the delegates do not like Damian because they believe that he's too much of a showman, and he always comes to show up the leader or anybody else on a political platform. So when it comes,
isn't he taking a major place in terms of the platform theatrics of the PNP?
Because they desperately need him. But if you realize Damian has only taken that place recently because they know of his popularity and they know of how well he can swing a crowd.
Oh.
So for me, Damian's political, what me that says strength or this robustness of Damian that people repeatedly speak of, the evidence does not show it. He got 1 win, as I said, in East Rural, and he won on the back of that. The Labour Party was down by 2011, and that is a state.
At that time, he was kind of a rising star too.
He was a rising star. He was a rising star. So people did not know Damian. They did not have a lot of the grounded evidence that them have now in terms of how he is. And he's not as popular in the PNP. He doesn't have a national profile. I would call him the man Lisa Anna of the PNP party.
Oh, well, so you are not expecting him to prevail over there against Mr. Amos?
Not as easily as some people are predicting. It is a seat for me that I would say I have to watch very closely.
Well, the man Lisa Hanna. What a description. Yeah, all right, Prezi. Anything else to add?
I really want to hear from Scratchy.
Scratchy?
Yes, they were.
Prezi wants you to respond to her not being as optimistic. Well, not optimistic. She don't think that Crawford is going to win that seat easily at all. What do you think?
I mean, I agree with Prezi on the terms where Mr. Crawford is highly overrated, neighbor. I don't see this guy as a political genius, neighbor. He's not political witty. When it comes to the politics, neighbor, I don't think he's a political genius, neighbor. He's far from that. The respect that Damian Crawford is being given, yes, neighbor, he can come and he can go in front of a crowd and make the crowd real and make the crowd make nice, neighbor, but there are so many others out there who can do that, neighbor. We talked about Tanto Blacks last week. Tanto Blacks can also do that. We don't need persons who can just rally and make nice. We need persons who can make policies and make programs. And I think Damian Crawford failed, neighbor, from in East Rural St. Andrew, the moment like a Damian Crawford put up yourself for representation, neighbor. And the politics is numbers in the neighbor, it's a majority game, you know. And the constituency decided that they didn't want you back, neighbor. That's a strong message.
Yeah.
It's a strong message, neighbor. So I agree fully with President Damian Crawford, neighbor, is highly overrated and is no political genius in the political space, no leadership, neighbor. Nesta Morgan, neighbor.
Why is he being considered?
Nesta Morgan, neighbor, is a more political wit, is more political wit and a political genius than Damian Crawford. Nesta Morgan, young Nesta Morgan from Labour Party. He's not rated.
Well, I suspect I wouldn't want to be running against him though.
Mr. Crawford?
Right.
No, because neighbor, he knows what to say, he knows the theatrics, he knows the drama, neighbor. Remember,
Yes.
neighbor, I tell us that this man is Tanto Blacks, neighbor. When him come on the stage, you start laughing, you don't have to say a word out time out. And you start laugh.
Yes.
In the political game now, on a more political level, neighbor, it doesn't garner that same kind of respect as when get up on a political platform. He's more respected. He's more respected in a neighbor. He's more respected in an orange shirt than in a suit and tie.
Oh, that's a pity because you know, he has, when you listen to him sometimes you realize that head is not empty.
Exactly, neighbor.
His head is not
We are having to the neighbor, he's the one, he can rally the crowd. He's the Tanto Blacks of the politics in Jamaica. He can rally the crowd.
There's a point that Damian Crawford, and why he lost badly in East Rural, he claimed politics. He believes in a full belly politics because people will tell you in East Rural that his belly was well fed whilst in East Rural, but he refused. He refused, as he said, to practice handout politics, which is simply taking care of his base and his people. And in politics, we were having this discussion this morning for a very long time. Your base is your most important place. You cannot go into an election without your base being taken care of. And so when Damian proudly said that people are zinc and plywood, PNP, and they still hold it against him.
Okay. Sorry. Hold on there, Prezi. Maki, go ahead.
Even neighbor, bless up everybody. Prezi, Scratchy, what going?
Bless up, bro.
Look here. I'm gonna make a comment. I'm gonna use a section on the Blue Dot poll as it relates to Western St. Mary, right? In Western St. Mary, according to Blue Dot poll, at least 9% are what you call uncommitted, right? And Casey keep making the point in that particular constituency, right? That it's not necessary that they find the PNP more favorable than the LP. It's just that they might have some misgivings or let's say upset then, right? I'm submitting to the panel and those listening that as it draws closer to the next election, though percentage island-wide and nationally will go down. So if it's 30%, for example, it go down to 15% or less. I'm using that to say that in constituencies like Northwest St. Catherine, where it is so-called deemed PNP bastion, that sort of wave that is good. Because listen, the uncommitted voter, and a majority of them will vote JLP. There's no doubt about that, right? And I'm submitting that wave will carry many of these constituencies over the line for the JLP. And I'm submitting that Northwest St. Catherine is it. And why I say that is that similar to Northwest Manchester, I very believe that Amos is what you call the de facto MP there. I believe there's been a lot of work that's not highlighted because perhaps he's not getting the big names to visit the constituency and stuff like that, like other constituencies, right? But I believe come election night, there's going to be a surprise there. And also, what is happening, the Holness factor scratchy, you keep making mention of it, the Holness factor is bringing a lot of these seats over. I don't believe that the 2020 election is a fluke, meaning the numbers how it came out saying that the JLP voters come out and vote and PNP stay home. I believe that the trajectory has changed in the country, and I believe we're going to see a continuation of 2020 in greater numbers, right? Already we hear PNP polls say in Westmoreland they are behind, and that's Westmoreland, right? So imagine what is happening in these constituencies that the PNP is not so-called so strong in, right? So I believe Amos is going to come through and win that seat, and you know it is going to be the let us say, as you said, 2035 is when you probably can consider the PNP. That is my view, and I believe many of these other constituencies that are what you call stronger PNP constituencies, I believe they will be pulled along with the tide. So it is not impossible to come to my own parish now for the JLP to win 4 seats there, right? I believe the JLP wins 2 or more seats in Manchester. It's a landslide victory for them. That is my take on it.
Well said, Matthew.
Well, thank you, sir. Always very, 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 very good. Let's see if we can clear the box, Scratchy, and Percy, stay with us. Let's see what's happening here with the listener. Go ahead, Scratchy. Go ahead and talk to them.
No, someone can't name Junior. Junior is in the box.
Yeah, go ahead, talk to him, Scratchy.
I hear from Junior. So Maki, so what do you think about Ambassador Maki gone? No, I hear from Junior.
Go ahead, Junior. Hello?
Maybe Junior come up and know say him come up.
All right, we'll take him down. Let's bring somebody else up. You have Claude Jarrett. Let's see if she's there.
Claude. Claude not there anywhere.
Okay, I think Winston. Let's see if Winston is here.
Winston is always here, man. You know, Winston at the boss, man. Go ahead, Mr. Winston.
And good evening to you all.
Good evening, Mr. Winston.
I just come on to say that I don't see what is it that Jamaican people are so in love with Damian Crawford. I personally believe that politically, Damian Crawford is a dunce. Damian Crawford is a dunce to politics. Yes, he maybe have an intelligent mind, right? But when it comes to politics, he will do very poorly, and I'm expecting him to lose that seat to Mr. Amos. Mr. Amos have done his homework. Let me tell you something, say,
yes, sir.
you see the star boy thing, the star boy popularity in working in politics, you know. What work in politics, neighbor, is when you can go down to the people's level and communicate with them. Show that you understand. You understand? Show that you understand the situation. Let they have confidence in you that, listen, if you give me power, I will use that power that you entrust in me to work on your behalf to make your situation better. And if we look at Damian Crawford, one term sitting in the parliament and also a junior minister, all we can say that he's only gone a great well for himself. We don't see where he have done nothing for that constituency that he was representing, more than he come out and be a successful businessman after one term in politics. You understand? And I'm saying that now he gone over to St. Catherine. He's not going over to St. Catherine to give those people infrastructure development and job creation and that. No, it's only to further his own political interests. And I can tell you this, if Damian Crawford is going to remain a legislator, it will be from the Senate at the end of the election.
Exactly, Winston. Definitely from the Senate. Won't be from the lower house.
Definitely not.
Yeah, man. Damian Crawford is definitely overrated. Definitely overrated guy. Someone who the honor and the respect that is thrown at him. It's just.
All right, let me say this to you, Scotchy. Other people in the house. You go into this constituency in St. Catherine. What name? Northwest?
Yeah.
Right? And as a rural constituency, I don't see where Damian Crawford is really working with those people to whatever opportunity about them. Are we making the impact like a Damian Young? Are we getting the people them to understand what is at stake and the opportunities that are out there? No.
You're fan, Winston. You're fan.
It's not having that impact on the constituency. Let me tell you something now. When Darrell Vaz came to West Portland in 2006, Darrell Vaz demonstrated to the people of West Portland that listen, the representation that you are getting over the year are hopefully inadequate. And I am here to make a difference. And from his own personal fund, he started to do things. He started to highlight the shortcoming of the member of parliament. And the thing that is against Damian Crawford also, with Mr. Graham and Petersgill, who have neglected that constituency for all the time that they are here.
No, man. You're fan, Winston. Winston, you're fan. Mute, open back your mic, but you have to move away from the fan. All right, sir? Apostle.
Sorry about that, neighbor.
You're fan.
Sorry about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, turn off the fan, neighbor.
Hold on there, Winston. Apostle?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Talk to Scratchy.
Yes, Scratchy, how are you?
Good day, Apostle. I know the voice here and it's sound familiar.
It's fluffy. Yes, I changed.
Fluffy. Speak up
Yes.
yourself.
Yes, same to you. Well, I tell you this story that my grandmother told me about a beer called Porter.
Mm-hmm.
So so when you hear old time people say, "Chum, I'm a porter without froth." So it is said that this beer, Porter beer that used to be on the market, loved by a lot of people, but there was a test for the Porter beer. When you open that beer and if no froth comes, then you know it's no good.
Yeah.
For me, that's Damian Crawford.
You say no good.
Porter without froth. And you have to, and I want to teach Damian something. Be careful how you treat people, and even more so the people on your level and people that are expecting good of you, people that are expecting you to deliver them, to bring them to another level. Because I remember when I remember the remarks. Some remarks are just unkind, and even though Miss Lady might have not remembered it so much so that she's on their side. But I remember when she was managing solid waste, and he said that was it Joan? Her name
Yeah,
is
Joan
Joan.
Gardner.
Mhm.
Yeah, Joan Gardner, yeah.
Joan Gardner Webley.
Yeah, Joan
That
Gardner.
she was a solid waste of time. Yes, he said that she was a solid waste of time. You have to be careful. And I remember when he addressed his own constituency, and he said to them that them apply board PNP and them a behave like a dirty labor right them. So on both sides, he has made it bad for himself. Yes, because he will remember those words, and the labor rights will remember that they were called dirty labor rights. Right? And another thing for me, action, not a bag of mouth. And if you're gonna have a bag of mouth and be theatrical, you must have something to back it. And that and that would come with the action, and he lacks that to come with the action. My problem though is that I am wondering seeing as this seat is one of the PNP seats. It's what Bobby Pickersgill.
Yeah, to you, yeah. And you, Graham.
Yes, I'm wondering if it's something that you get on a platter. If this seat is one that he will get on a platter, because the diartists from the PNP will probably end up voting for him. After all, my granny say finger think, you know, if you cut it off. And some people say stick the evil way, you know, and for your bad picnic, for your bad picnic. So I'm wondering, but I also think part of the jail be needed to boost up and ramp up things in that constituency and help Mr. Amos, Mr. Amos. You see, I don't know. I'm thinking it's too late that, but I think Amos should have gotten more support. Prime Minister and his team should have turned out for Mr. Amos. Why? Mr. Amos have lost 2 times, and he has been faithful to stay. And the next thing, the JLP has to change Mr. Amos. They are taking it or out. It means, I don't know if it's his background, being an retired officer, police officer, why that respect is there or whatever. They are afraid to call a spade a spade. But there is something, I like him and I wish that he was backed in a better way. But there's also something about his personality that doesn't strike me as a real politician. And that's just the truth. But however, I believe that if he had gotten the backing, then something better could come out of it. But I really wish Mr. Amos all the best.
By the way,
because he has been a very genuine person. And even though he lost 2 times, he stood the ground. So that's my take.
thank you so much. By the way, listeners, are you in Litchfield, Trelawney? Well, we have
me neighbor.
Hello. How are you? If you are in Litchfield, Trelawney, Bravo #1 Clark's Mobile Shop.
Apostle, just to answer some of the questions you've asked about Amos, why he has remained. Amos's family, because Amos is a cousin of my family. The Amoses they have a very big family in Linstead, especially the Linstead area. And also, it's sometimes we think that the public persona of people working is what, make them a work, because we get used to social media and things like that. But the party has been supporting Amos, trust me, tremendously. If that was so, he would not have been able to run a 3rd term losing. So he has been doing the work on the ground. I tell people, watch a lot of the politicians that you don't see with a lot of, social media. You don't need the social media backing. They are on the ground working very hard. And in seats like those, that's what you need. It's a country seat, it's a big seat, you're happy they on the ground. Amos is also kind of
I'm glad to hear
social media. So you won't see him so much on social media, especially because of his background also in policing. They're very wary of certain things.
Yes.
You understand? But trust me, he is on the ground working and the party is backing him. I'm not that they could not.
I'm really glad to hear that, Percy.
There can always be more, but the party is backing him. And I really do believe that the people of St. Catherine Northwestern will come out and give him this third term. A lot of people I don't know if they don't remember, when Graham ran with his money. His money was a big factor. Graham park up him. I don't remember if it was a Lamborghini or something. And so a lot of people in Linstead and in a lot of other areas, the PNP and so forth, they thought that Graham was going to be a cash cow for them. And it did not turn out so for them. And I would say that the feeling, they are very disgruntled. But as I said, it's a seat that I'm watching closely because Amos is my cousin. And also that I do not want to see Damian Crawford in the lower house because I do not think that he is a politician of metal as they propagate him to be. He has not shown that. I was a big supporter, even as a Labourite, of Damian because he seemed young, fresh, new, and he had new ideas, none of which I've seen him exhibit. So he does not deserve to be in the lower house. So let us see.
All right, guys.
And I would really want Mr. Amos to win.
Apostle, hold on. Are you in Litchfield, Trelawney, surrounding areas, and you need a clerk? Clerks, huh? Clerks for the election. Well, Bravo #1, Clerks Mobile. That's where you are to go. In Litchfield, you need a clerk or a pair of shoes, jeans, clothing. Bravo #1, Clerks Mobile Shop. 876-329-3637 or 837-7710. Bravo #1, Clark's Mobile. In Trelawney, Litchfield. If you're in Trelawney, if you're in Litchfield, you need a pair of shoes. Do you need a clerk for the election? Maybe some clothing? Call this number, 329-3637. Write it down, 329-3637 or 837-7710. Of course, you put 876 before those numbers. Tell them you heard it on Politics Plus with Hello Neighbor, and you'll get a little discount, all right? Thank you so much, Bravo #1, Clark's Mobile. Partnering with Politics Plus. Yep. 5 minutes to 9 o'clock. We have Prezi, Scratchy, and Winston. And the Apostle with us. We can only take one more. We close at 9 o'clock. Shouting out Kamala's Cafe in Portmore. Kamala's Cafe. Kamala's is in Portmore. Are you in Portmore? You need some things to eat, lunchtime or dinner, supper? Kamala's Cafe, Portmore, for sure.
Hello?
Go ahead, Middle. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, man. What the person me here talk about Damian there? President name?
Yes, sir.
Tell President me there, I mean him play ball PNP.
What happened to you now?
No, me here, President, my son talk about the people, man. President, not really sure whether I don't know if it's I think it sounds like it's a lady, but I don't think she's sure what she has say. Because I mean she talk and she not say nothing will go so.
Alright, Middleton, we not stop you from talking. It's a talking program.
No, but they talk something about President. I acquired him just tell you who are the person.
Yeah, which person, sir?
Media search I'll make again, you know.
Oh, you call Flyboard PNP?
Cause I don't know what really happened. I don't know what did cause this gruntle.
No, we're not
talking to whatever.
Yeah, man, I'm this man. I'm not afraid to
Wallows. We say you have Wallows, so you go to Damian Crawford to Plyboard.
No, man, you don't know anything, man, but I don't really say it goes to him. Just I tell him that. And no matter what I do, me I tell him, say that like a genius that.
Middleton, what we are saying though, you know, I never thought about the specific situation in terms of if you and him have a specific falling out or whatever.
Is the true definition
uttered on the stage was directed to a national audience and it affected him greatly. There's no debate in that.
Exactly.
So Middleton, you feel proud to know that your MP go on a stage and call you Plyboard PNP?
Then I'm gonna have him officer when you want to say him, so that I don't mean that.
Ask you if you feel how you feel about it. Let me ask you.
Hold on. So enough of the name where the other person them call the people. You feel proud about it either? Or you feel proud about yourself?
Ask a question and you come on and say me the Plyboard PNP. So
yeah, but me I tell you say yeah man, me feel proud about it. You feel that way now?
I ask you, bro. That's all me ask if you feel proud.
Aye, but yeah, cause then me can prove it to you say nothing no really goes up. So if you call me a name and me can get up tomorrow and prove it to you say nothing no goes up. Me no more feel proud about that.
So Middleton, where you come up here for? What me I tell
you now say a genius you woke up in us. So when you have say I go up me, you don't have a clue as well go up my man. You go what I go up my man is that you now why you like that please I don't want
genius, please.
but you I go to Damion in a God house no matter what you do.
Sir, loud
I tell you now go see Damion in a garden town in a garden house no matter what you do.
So
Plyboard PNP.
Plyboard PNP.
Hold on, Middleton. Middleton?
My manager the name, you know. I don't run for a name.
Sorry, what is your name, sir?
Me just tell you.
I don't know what that attitude is.
Hold on.
No, mommy, me not do them thing, mommy. Me don't give attitude. Sorry, man.
Gentleman, just hold on now, sir.
I don't give attitude. Sorry.
Mr. Middleton?
Yes, sir.
Did you know that Damion is a senator?
Yeah.
He is in God now.
May I tell you them? Yeah, sorry.
Wait no man. He goes to God house every Friday.
You know, I tell you, the time come now, a Damion time for go down a garden house. Like it or not like it, not him a garden house.
I'm telling you, sir, that he goes to God house every Friday as a senator.
No, but him a go there on the ruling party side this time.
Well, that is left to be seen, but I'm telling you that he's already...
So he's going to switch and become a JLP member?
Because...
I like that thought the way you make, man. I like that thought the way you make. You're confused.
You say I'm going to go on the going inside.
No, but you know, you can't ask me that. Hold on to what you hold on and me and hold on to something. You say I'm going to switch and turn a JLP. You must know where you must know where you get your information. But me I tell you, say, you're reaching down there as one of the winning team members.
I have one more question for you, Middleton. When Damian Crawford, they said...
No, man, I want a person that me sound angry. I'm not an angry person.
Well, Middleton, they said statement when Damian Crawford said, someone on the PNP are bad. You are one of the bad PNP too?
Call it that.
Him not really business where them call them, you know. Them not really care, you know.
Lady, a performance meet up all lady. You can't call man in your performance speak. Oh, that's
but Middleton, based on your assertions, I'm saying that Damian obviously has not performed even in the PNP. So when you come up here now and say
no, man, lady. When Damian
can you allow me to speak in Middleton?
Lady.
Middleton, are you going to allow me to finish speaking?
Sorry.
You said that he is a political... You said that he's a political genius and you are the person who had the specific interaction with him about the plan or whatever. And I'm saying, show us where and when and why you say he's a political genius.
Lady. Prezi. When Damion a MP of St. Andrew, lady, remember say, them man they say they own a vehicle around a car school children up and down on the road when you have blockage on the road and then thing. Then remember say a whole heap of little place them man go put him some little footbridge when no road never there. No. Remember say them man they build new road.
Government gas him a burn. Government gas him a burn about free vehicle.
Me support it, boss. Me support you 100% with that. Me tell you that. Me support them. Me not fight against the truth.
Government maintenance of vehicle.
Yeah. Our money, boss. Our money, not the government. Our money. Me support you 100% with that.
They don't say free.
Sir.
Yeah, me not partial anyway, them a boss. Not about I feel like.
Sir, hold on a minute. You realize before you come up in the type of and the level of conversation that is taking place. I don't think that this platform here is see a type of a reasoning. You have to go take it somewhere else. Trust me.
Neighbor, comrades never surprise me. Yeah? Comrades neighbor. Let me tell you about comrades neighbor. It's so tell you about the next Tanto Blacks comrades that's in the neighbor. Them theatric bad. Comrades, you make you laugh. Comrades. Neighbor. Then me could feel happy if you know that my member of parliament call me Plyboard PNP and me come here plug on me. I need to call Plyboard PNP. Man. That's why Damian Crawford is a genius. Time call you apply both PNP and still manage to have your back him 100% and I call him genius. Bro, neighbor. So Prime Minister talk about neighbor. This is what the Prime Minister talk about. Battle for minds, neighbor. Battle for the minds of Jamaicans, neighbor.
Mind, man, the mind. Battle for the mind scratching.
Exactly. Battle, neighbor.
Yeah. Good night, Elaine. Good night. Not here. All right. We're clearing the box. So if you're up here and you realize that they will be taking you up and then that's it. Jay, who is Jay? Good night, Jay. Good night, Jay. Good night, Jay. Not there. Good night, Jay.
Neighbor, you see that comment? Somebody said your program is for the faculty of law and think their science.
Yeah, well, it's a common man. It's a common man. We want the common man. We want the common man to be here. All right. Jay,
neighbor program is the faculty of law, social science, and economy.
Yeah, but you ever listen to the story that Mutty Perkin always talk about the man that's saying a band to mash it, but in band to laugh?
Band to laugh, sir. The parents couldn't afford it, eh?
Yeah. So I believe that I want the cutlass. I think I want the band to the cutlass.
Horatio?
Neighbor.
2 minutes.
Night, everybody. Night. Neighbor, I hope I greet you well. Well, I was listening to the program, very interested tonight. I was listening to the forecaster. Some very interesting news. Not surprising, but I guess on the day the work is the person who put out the work will get the result.
Hold on. Yes, you see that animal farm there. Some people are equal, but some are more equal than others.
Huh?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So neighbor, I was scratchy. I was listening on everybody. I was listening to the gentleman that come up just now, and I was just thinking about it. That's typical PNP. They don't matter what you call them. As what them songs say, them not care what the label say. are what they say they are. They are blood and fire comrade. So as I say, neighbor, it's just typical PNP. That's how they think and that's how they talk. Damion, as the matter about Damion, when Damion come on the political scene, I was one of the person who looked to him as a future leader, but been observing him over the years, Damion have dropped the ball so much. I don't have no more confidence in him no more. We just don't know who is Damion or what he is about, you know.
I think what you say of Damion could be said of the PNP.
And I share the same thing, neighbor.
Sir, those persons who have followed politics in Jamaica will recognize that this PNP government, this PNP opposition, has lost its ideological foundation.
Yes, neighbor. Yes.
It doesn't stand for anything much. And what you see in the PNP now is a pursuit for power without pragmatic policies.
Yes.
In other words, they do not have a progressive agenda. And sir, if I may say this, I do not think that many Jamaicans are impressed with the party. And I think the party needs to look at itself and see what it is offering, because it's making up a lot of noise. But I don't think it is offering much.
That's neighbor. That's the reason why I keep saying
when they do, I'm just online here, and I see something come up from the PNP about their housing. They are planning to deliver 50,000 houses in the first term. 50,000. But when you drill down in it, you realize that it's not achievable. It's not achievable at all. So when they do put something out there, it's almost a populist policy. Nothing more than to attract votes.
right.
And I think that's what the problem is, because they are much more inquiring population. In other words, people who are going to the polls today are a little bit more inquiring.
Yes,
they
yes.
want more than just an announcement.
But I think why, and I hear I don't remember who I hear say it on the program since then. I think why the PNP really don't put anything on the table to the people of Jamaica, because they really think that this election will come down to party-based election.
They have put things on the table, to be fair, but they face
They
have put things on the table. They face a challenge, and there are a couple of things that is happening. One is that they have to manage the performance of the government.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot prosecute a case to vote out the government. They cannot prosecute that case. Well, they can't prosecute it successfully. In other words, the government is on trial now, sir. It's at the end of its term, and the verdict to be out. So let's prosecute the government. Could I do that tomorrow? Let's put the government on trial and see if they are guilty or they should be re-elected. And if they are guilty, then for all intents and purposes, vote for the PNP. If the government gets out, then I think the PNP will have a big problem on seating them, and that is the first thing. Second thing is that you're going to have to come with policies that show that you can better what is currently happening.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you going to better 43% reduction in crime? How you better that?
But neighbor, I'm not putting a chain at that, but you doing this, it's so coincident, neighbor, because today I was in a little surrounding and we was talking about politics. And this was the same sentiment that you are sharing now. A lady was sharing with me. She was trying to put the government and a prosecution scale.
Well, let's put them on trial. Let's put them on trial.
Right, neighbor.
Because the question in every election is your life better than it was when the government took over? Or is the country better? It's a simple question. Are you better off today than you
but
were?
that was
5 years ago?
exactly the discussion she was having today. She was all her neighbor. She was 80s come up. What transpired both under the JLP and the PNP. Our neighbor, she was saying to me, who remember teacher couldn't find chalk to write on the board in school? Who remember police force couldn't find bullet to fight criminal? Who remember if you have 6 children and the parents only can afford to send 3 to school and leave the next 3 at home to maybe Coronation Market to push on cart or something because she couldn't afford to pay the school fees.
You know, sir, opposition parties like the change cliche. They feel that for them, listen to me. Maybe it's the final thing I'm going to say tonight. no time no come in Jamaica, you know, sir. No time no come, you know. No time no come.
But neighbor,
opposition parties, sir. Maybe time come for PNP to feel that they now need to hold the reins of government. In other words, it's a you and I. You know this, right?
Yes.
Your time, then it's my time.
My time, yes.
Come through, we know.
Yes.
Time comes through, we know. The Labour Party couldn't do a better thing.
Neighbor,
hold on, sir. The Labour Party couldn't do a better thing. Tell the people to choose Jamaica. It is not about the PNP, sir.
Yes.
It's not about PNP. You know, I heard Mr. Siaga one time on the Breakfast Club saying that the PNP will not get a third term because the people of Jamaica have never done that. Mr. Siaga got it wrong. So as far as Siaga was concerned, he could have just sit down and they would ripe and drop in his lap. 2 terms for the PNP, 2 terms for the Jamaica Labour Party. 2 terms for the PNP, 2 terms for the Jamaica Labour Party. It is the same nonsense that you see coming in. No, you have had your 2 terms.
Yes, neighbor.
And what has blunted that nonsense is that there is a patriotistic view that Jamaica needs not to be put ahead of politics.
Right.
Yes, that finally the people of Jamaica now need to look beyond polarized politics. Look beyond partisan politics. Look beyond tribalism and look at the country and ask yourself, are the managers of the company Jamaica doing a good job? And if they are doing a good job, whether you are PNP or JLP, go fire them. I think that's where we are.
On point, neighbor. You are so on point, neighbor. On point. I must say, neighbor, as I listen to you, this come like the conversation that we were having today, just coming right back. You are on point because she was saying, the lady that I was having a conversation with, she was sharing the same point, neighbor. Why fire a management team that have the country or have a company in such a good shape to give a man a tryout, to say, let me try out this man?
Well, you know, what democracy is about giving the people the choice. You see? So ultimately, it is that is to decide. But what you have to do is to explain the choices to the people properly. You see, and what the Labour Party will have to do over the next 4 to 6 weeks is explain the choices or the choice they have to make, right? And that is why I'm not a proponent of what is called full democracy, because I think democracy must be linked to some aspect of literacy, yes? Because I don't see how you're going to have people, uninformed people choosing government. That don't make no sense to me. Nonetheless, is what we have. And that is what political parties have to do. That's what the campaign is about. It's to bring out your information.
Yes.
So the choice you have before you. So when you hear this talk about time call, it is a selfish call, really.
Yes.
It is a selfish call.
Yes.
And it is not grounded in any policy prescription that advances the nation. Yes? And because what you have to do to sell that is to show that the government is failing.
Yes. Yes.
And there's no Jamaican that can come on this program or any program and
To show that the government is failing.
yes or no?
Yes, yes.
No.
Neighbor.
You can point out inadequacies. You may even be able to point out weaknesses. But
Yes.
failure, no.
Yes, neighbor. Yes. Yes.
We made this point, neighbor, the other day when we were having this discussion, and I said something. What Andrew Holness has mastered is three different things that a lot of people don't understand under the big politics: campaigning, politicking, and governance. And why I go back to this point is he made a very bold statement last night in Portland. The man said him not start campaign yet.
Who said that?
The Prime
Andrew
Minister.
said it. He said that he has not started to campaign yet. And I have been saying this to Labour, right? Because some people were a little bit nervous, you know. Mark going out there every day and him all over Jamaica, and I said, just hold on. When the boss lace up in clocks, we'll just.
But President, I'm
what
not even.
the PNP has been experiencing and why you think them calling for elections so insistently is political fatigue and campaign weariness. And you see over and over, the longer they stay on the campaign trail, they are making more and more blunders.
But President,
Everywhere, hold on, Horatio, everywhere Mark Golding shows up is a negative for the PNP. Every time they go on a stage, it's a Jamaica Labour Party. It is a resounding success by every standard. And so, when the boss choose to start campaign, we know that Jamaica is leader-centric. Yes, the MPs must work, and they have been doing that, but we have a very leader-centric politics. And this captures the mind and the hearts of Jamaicans very easily. So when he does hit that ground, you know, I want to see what a snap poll will say.
But President, he even to add to what you're saying, the Prime Minister even said it last night. So he have discussion with close comrades, and they texting him and letting him know he have to call the election because it's not. They are getting fatigued and they are getting tired because they want to get it over and done with. Because I think they know what is going to happen now, but they just have pushed a narrative to and hoping that something go wrong in the next few weeks to give them a hedge to become the government.
Night, gentle people.
Night.
Well, go ahead, sir.
You say something, Jay?
Go ahead, sir.
Oh, I really the Damian Crawford thing with that chime pan still. The reason why he won his rural, you know, because nobody wanted Joan Garden Webley, you know. Because remember, you know, Joseph Hibbert was the member of parliament. He was forced to resign because of some bridge building scandal. So he stepped aside, and Joan Garden Webley was poised to be as a standard bearer for East Rural. And people remember the 80s and some of what it's alleged that she did. So them decided to them not gonna work with her.
And to be fair, the side was against the Jamaica Labour Party in the 2011 election.
Mm-hmm. So a whole heap of factors contributed to that one.
Yes.
Because trust and believe say when Mr. Hibbert did Michael Phillips the lash in there and him have run left East Rural. Joseph Hibbert was one of the best member of parliament in East Rural.
So that's also he was such a quiet and honest man.
Yes.
Was a very quiet man. You wonder if he could talk. But he was Minister of State, no?
Yeah, man.
A good man, man.
I'm a general that man. I'm a general. Man. That man, that man impart a whole lot of things to some of us young youth, you know.
Wow, like what?
And that man had some great plans for East Rural, and they were short-lived.
Yeah, by his contact. Well, I tell you the truth. I'm happy to hear you say that because people like Joseph Hibbert, we don't hear a lot about them, you know?
Yes.
they served a short time, but I'm happy to that you have come up to say he was a good MP.
I'm a general at my J, man. The man they go start a goodwill program for East Rural. But trust me, that would have been a game changer. I think I have some of the documents because when he died,
yes,
he had instructed his daughter to give me all of those documents and a computer that was done by the house, but I didn't go for the computer. But I have most of the documents though.
By the way, you sound like somebody who is interested in representational politics.
Well, some of the times, but I'm an engineer by profession.
Yes.
Some of the times you get sidetracked by the work.
Okay. But by the way, you are on the Labour Party team in that constituency? You're on the Labour Party team?
Well, I'm not on the team, but I throw my support where and when I can.
Juliet Holness is the MP here now, no?
Yes, she is.
You think she's gonna prevail?
I've never gotten a chance to get audience with her, but I've met with Maria and a few others, and the former councillor, Mr. Clark.
Lee Clark?
No man, I'm first name he lost the other day in the local government election.
Someone said Kelvin.
Kelvin, yes, Kelvin.
Yeah, someone Lady said Kelvin.
Yeah, it's Kelvin Clark.
Okay. All right, so thank you so much. You hear, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the box keeps pulling up scratchy. We my God. What's left here now?
Yeah, big program you have running in here.
Boy, I tell you, the line is as long as you ever go a banquet, man.
Big program you have running in here.
Neighbor, so I can come off to give somebody else a chance. But so
you must come back already.
Yeah, man, neighbor, I can tell you this, neighbor. I set alarm clock every 6 or 5 o'clock to listen to you. And on Saturdays and Sundays I set it for the 2 o'clock and the 3 o'clock and the
you hear that,
neighbor to listen to you. And neighbor, can I tell you this, neighbor?
Yes.
I put on a lot of co-workers to the program and they loving it, neighbor. They don't even know much about politics, but I guess from the tuning to you, they start to get a chat to it.
Okay. I'm going to send you my account number.
But neighbor, I said this to say, neighbor, before I leave. Why I didn't like Damion as a person and as a politician? Damion was my neighbor, my personal neighbor. I know Damian Crawford. Yes, while he was going to KC, he was my neighbor.
I don't support politics. I don't, but I like him as a person.
Yes, neighbor. But
I like him because I listened to one of those Senate, what they call them, sectoral presentation, and he spoke about citizens being interdependent.
Yes,
and I said to myself, this man knows what he's talking about. I think he has the right idea.
When he just come on political stage.
No, it was about 3-4 years ago. But can I tell you this? I think because the PNP wants to win so badly, they are just throwing anything out there right now.
Right, neighbor. Right, but as
Crawford need to cross.
Yeah, but as I leave, neighbor, I said this already and I say it again, neighbor. There is so much at stake and the ballot coming this election, neighbor. And person who's on the ground can share this with the neighbor.
Horatio, I don't even agree with you.
Yeah.
There has always been a lot at stake in every election.
Not this time around, neighbor.
I tell you this, it was like this in 1980. It was
my mother shared this sentiment as you, neighbor, and I tell her no.
Yes, sir. Let me tell you something, sir. And all of those elections that the PNP won, imagine if they didn't win.
Yeah, but neighbor, at that time when the PNP was
No, sir.
winning,
But
neighbor,
the fact is that the more the people kept electing the PNP, further behind.
well, neighbor, I will hold on to my point, neighbor. But as I said, neighbor, this election remind me of 2020. Why I said that?
Because of generation, sir. We are for this generation. It is as but I can tell you that there are people in Jamaica today who haven't recovered from the '89 loss.
Which is true, neighbor. But as I said, neighbor, this election remind me of 2020. Why I say that, neighbor? When you're on the ground and you're doing face-to-face talk and door-to-door talk with the voters, neighbor, they will say to you, neighbor, I don't believe in the politics, but I will give you the sentiment that I get in 2020. I don't believe in the politics, but based on how this government are controlling the crisis in was COVID, I will give them my vote, neighbor. So I continue to say this on your program, neighbor. You have shared a thought the other day that you have many people who not put on a green shirt and many people who not going to put up a visa, neighbor. But I promise you, neighbor, and I hear Scratchy say this, neighbor, this voter turnout is not about voting out the government. It's about hear so many people silent because when they ask them, neighbor, if you have a friend who are not interested in politics, but they ask them about politics, neighbor, they will tell you about, I am not a politician in about me. Me go do because I see what it is right and what is wrong, and them see what going in the country, neighbor. So as I say, neighbor, I am not worried. I'm more impatient for the day to come to just get it over and done with. But the country where it belongs to move the country forward.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, man, neighbor, all the time. Scratchy, Prezi.
Bless up, my bro. Bless up, Arisha.
Lance.
Brother, up top.
Brother. Hello?
Anderson there.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Anderson.
I listen to one still, you know, man. I show me on the mention my name, that's why, man, mute.
Oh, that's a who? Brother? All right, no problem. Lancey Anderson? Is him that? All right.
Yeah.
He's off. Okay. Let's see if we can clear the box. And it's 9:30. Look at this. We'll put all of them up now, and then if they don't have anything to say, we can't take anybody else tonight. You hear, guys? Can't take anybody else. It's been a long night. Good evening. Hello, Peggy. Oh, Angela. That's out. I'm playing Labour Party song. My goodness. Finally, we have Coach. And okay, that's going to be Coach.
Yes, I'm here now, neighbor.
Hold on, walk on. Go ahead now.
Very interested program to see, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes.
Concerning this Northwest thing, yeah, I don't think the men guy win. I think Amos will go. Yeah, man. I think Amos will bring it home this time around. Based on what I see, Amos is working house to house on the ground. People might say they don't see him, but he remind me of Woodhouse in 1980 when Woodhouse won the seat. Well, I'll machine Jack Stevens. So it's the same way I see Amos working this time. Maybe he has gone to the drawing board and see what Woodhouse has done, and he's doing the same thing. So I think Amos will pull this out based on what he's doing. Believe me.
Okay. Well, can you get him to talk to me, sir? Prezi, can you arrange for Mr. Amos to talk to me?
I'll let him know that you want The talk team, I could.
Let us see, but as I say, it's not a man that does social media. I don't know why the man
he's
does
not
social
going.
media.
Yeah, he don't
so
go
much,
everybody.
but-
I think he will
but
like show like
he's
Labour, he
very-
will want to go. And
Yeah. I see him on.
so
I see
Percy will
him.
line him up.
I see him doing a little few videos. Anyway, thank you so much for your sir.
Yeah, man, bless up.
Apostle, thanks for stopping by, spending a little time with us.
Welcome, neighbor.
Take care of yourself. You must come back again.
Yes, I'm always here, you know. Up in the box.
All right. Why do you call yourself Apostle?
Why do I call myself apostle? I was ordained an apostle.
Oh, wonderful.
So yes.
Okay, that's nice. Fantastic. Blessings.
I just decided to change the name
All right.
from
Great,
Fluffy
great.
to apostle. To the title, yes.
Take good care. You hear? Bye-bye. Percy?
Yes, neighbor.
What is the program? Your program on?
Why neighbor taking a little bit of break, you know. I listening to more learned people like you.
No.
As I tell somebody today on a live, I don't necessarily pander to the undecided or on the fence or people like my program is really geared to hard, dirty foot as them call it, labor rights. So it's just about my base supporters, which is the Labour Party.
Yeah.
So it is very important for me because I believe a lot of labor rights, like PNP, have become impatient, but for different reasons. But I want to say to my labor rights on the ground, workers first. You do the work to win an election. If our election machine is not well oiled and ready, then we are in trouble. We know that the work has been done to give you guys the tools and the requisite things. Just on the day, show up and show out. And the supporters of the Labour Party, go out and vote. Do not take it for granted. Do not look at seat count. Do not look at how the MP looks favorable. Every single counts. We won some seats, a seat by one vote the last election. I believe that it was George, either George or Danny. I don't remember right now, but every single seat and every single vote counts in this election, and we must go out and vote.
Very well said. Every single vote counts. It doesn't matter which area you live in, or if you live up at Arnett Garden, your vote is needed. Go to the polls and vote. Right? As somebody said earlier, we need a very massive voter turnout this election to send a message.
Right, Chuck?
Yeah.
You have to go turn on your light because we're not coming off no man wagwan.
You're coming out.
Yes.
But there's quite a few persons live now. So they can go get some info.
Chuck, I watch you every day, you know. I don't come up in your box, but I watch you.
Thank you, man. Me the boy you there plan at the time, you know, man.
Yeah, man.
But tell me what about, man. Right. Right, we have to keep the fight going, man. We have to keep the fight going. Right. But neighbor, go on do your thing, man. President, keep the fight going, man. Scratchy. Yeah, we have to keep it.
Big up, Chuck. Big up.
Enough respect.
Chance?
Hey, neighbor.
Hi, how are you? How are you?
I'm good. I didn't even realize I came up in the box. I'm just trying to tap the screen.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Well, nice to hear your voice.
Yeah, nice to hear yours too.
Take care
Very
of
good program. Very good program. Have a good night and all the best, and see you tomorrow same time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye.
Oh, one my listeners. So, Scratchy, we had a great show.
Most definitely, neighbor. Another great show.
If we follow the people, then we don't leave here, so we're not scratching.
And that's good, neighbor. It's good when time people crave information and knowledge, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. Even when I say Mr. Chuck Finney come a while ago, you know, persons get them ears ready, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, when I say Mr. Chuck Finney come on, person get their ears ready, you know, person get back in their comfort zone, ready again for another what's information, you know, factual information like that too.
Yes.
Yes, neighbor. It's always good when you have 367 people in the eye, same way, still looking, wanting to hear what is going on, what is the good news of the Jamaica Labour Party. Wonderful, neighbor. Keep up a good job, man.
Thank you. And then I want to tell the listeners that on Thursday we'll be having an all-island forecast. You can't afford to miss that. Please also remember that if you want to help us with that one, you can inbox me your information, and I'm happy to get in touch with you. There are some folks that I have to thank for tonight's program. You know your name, and we don't have to call it out here, but you know that you chipped in to make this happen for us. Tonight, we also want to, before we go, say to those persons who are in Litchfield, Trelawney, if you're in Litchfield, Trelawney, and you want a pair of clerks, yes, for the election, Bravo, #1 Clark's mobile shop is in Litchfield, Trelawney. You can call them at 876-329-3637 or 876-837-7710. Tell them you heard it on your neighbor, and go in and support them. All right. These are great people who are supporting our program. Bravo, #1 Clark's mobile shop. All right, go and buy a Clark's there, and support them. Fantastic. Scratchy, until tomorrow. Take care of yourself.
Same to you, neighbor. Same to the viewers and everyone who was in the panel and everyone who in the comment section. Enough love and enough respect. And remember, vote Jamaica Labour Party. All right, sure Labour right.
Greetings, my neighbor.
Yeah, my friend. Walk on.
I'm there still, neighbor, you know, giving thanks for being above ground another time.
Indeed. What a fantastic opportunity.
Yes, man, and I admire the growth of the platform, you know. Remember, it was in its infant stage to where it is now. We really applaud.
That's just the other day.
Yeah, and I mean, it blew up so fast. I mean, come on, neighbor, it has to be that some substance and quality it was detected on this live. So obviously, it would have shown in the results in turn.
Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, so it would have shown in the results in terms of your numbers and interaction with new people. And I mean, and also giving light and birth to new forward-thinking people from across different aspects of walks of life.
I tell you that I have my screen up in front of me, and we are the top show in this segment.
Undoubtedly, man. Undoubtedly.
On TikTok, we are the number one.
Yes, and we would have shifted the people's emphasis away from those that were destined and determined to spread misinformation to suit another political party's agenda. Now, regardless that this live may be deemed a labor right live, notwithstanding though, it's a live that allows for truth, undiluted truth, to be decimated to the people. I mean, given to the people, sorry, you know what I mean?
That's why I feel, Delroy, that all you need to do is to speak the truth. If the truth leans you one side, that is other people's
Yeah,
problem.
that is fair enough, sir. Because if it's a side in the truth and you are for truth and you take that side, so be it. I mean, what's the shame?
Well, you don't need to take any side. All you need to do is to speak the truth.
And if a side represents the truth, then so be it then, because that's the side that I'm going to be on.
That's right.
Yes, sir. And as a whole neighbor, I mean, where there are any, if can be identified any imperfections, I trust that over time, as the life grows, it will get better. And I really hope that even after an election, it is still relevant to people. I really hope that you try to make sure that we don't lose it, and I mean, make it more mainstream.
May I make a confession, sir?
Yes, sir.
You know, one of the reasons, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm saying this to you as my friend, and I want my listeners to know. One of the reasons why I try to come off at 9 o'clock is that I want other people to survive, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Most definitely, man.
Yes, so I'm not going to stay here until 10, 11 o'clock because I know if I do, they're going to stay with me.
Yes, yes.
And when I go, they will go. You know, other people will.
Yeah, and also, neighbor, I mean, even myself have to adjust my demeanor and also my decorum when on your platform. In fact, if you recall very vividly, when I started coming on your platform, I would have applied myself with proper decorum and decent demeanor. You know what I mean? Try to speak respectfully. I mean, on other lives, I may speak otherwise, but I try to make sure that when I represent on your platform, I don't try to put your life on or cause it to be viewed in a light that it doesn't deserve to. So I tend to hold my composure, even in the worst of slanderings.
Yes. Yeah, man. I tell you, I as a matter of fact, last week, so I was thinking to myself that the program was doing so well, and it was drowning out the others so much that I will only do 2 hours and allow the others to you know, and I'm serious about this. I don't want to be selfish. I'm not here to make a name or anything else. I don't. And so when I hear that I'm being criticized because people think that for some reason their thing not up because of me, well, I don't ask anybody. So I just come here and I do what I want to do, and the people find it interesting. So
and frankly speaking as well, neighbor, with a life like yours, it would have put a muzzle or hindrance on the PNP to try to use social media as a tool to disseminate misleading information. And the growth of the pardon?
Is that so?
Yes, sir, because I mean, they would have had proper propaganda machinery in the form of individuals on social media. And whether people want to admit it or not, you have robbed them of their neutral audience and now left them with their core supporters, and hence you will see them all over the place nowadays. So your life is one of the lives that would have put their lives in disrepute.
Really?
Yes, neighbor, and I have no regret in saying so, man, because let me be honest with you, neighbor. So in leading up to the local government election, generally the Labour Party was on the back foot in terms of how the PNP was leading the charge with the misleading information, not only on the ground, but they were also dominant on social media. But because of the resilience of the Labour rights across different platforms, especially yours, that has been so effective, I mean, it would have caused a bit of discomfort for several of these vloggers for the PNP that would have typically been comfortable spreading lies uninterrupted. And when you allow for your platform,
go ahead.
And when you allow for your platform for truth, and even when a person represents the Jamaica Labour Party, vouch for you that you don't allow for stupidity nor lies from a Labour right to come on your life. So that's also a caliber of your life that people look look at and value your life as one of them that has real substance. I too value it as one that has substance, not as a labor right, but as a neutral. You know what I mean? I value the way the platform is structured. And again, where there are any imperfections, neighbor, you're only human, and generally we're only humans. So instead of compare to imperfection, I rather compare you to, inscribe you or compare to perfection. I rather to just judge you from what I have as positives, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And I really appreciate it, man.
Well, I appreciate you, sir.
Well, it's vice versa, man. It's reciprocal.
And you must not allow the election to end before you come and see me, you know, man.
Neighbor, we will be perennially, neighbor. We're a social media family now. And in real life, we will eventually connect because this is just the energy that
You sort out the car yet?
Well, it is in the making, so help me God. And neighbor, even then, if I were to not be awarded a car or so, I am a real patriot and also a true believer in God. And even not having that would not deter me from being a true patriot nor a true believer in God that He is real, nonetheless.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Praise God for that. Take care of yourself, my brother, and have a great night. You hear?
My brother, same to you as well until we gather again.
Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. What a wonderful man that is, eh? Wonderful laborite. By the way, guys, you know that a number of persons have been getting in touch with me, thinking that I have contacts in the Labour Party, that they need help, and they are workers of the Labour Party. I don't want to say much on it, but I want to, you know, encourage these persons to, you know, I don't even know what to tell them to do, more than to seek someone in the party. If there's anyone listening to me that know how to advise these people, you probably can just inbox me, so I can give them the information. But I want to say to the people who are inboxing me for assistance from the party, that I do not have any such contact in the party. I don't. I merely come on this program and do what I do. I don't have any contact inside of the party there. My moderator, Jamaica girl, may be able to make a few calls, but that's it. All right. So that's that. Once again, before we go, if you are in Litchfield in Trelawney and you want a Clarks, or you want a pair of shoes, or you may just want something nice to wear, Bravo is where you go. It's the #1 Clarks mobile shop over there in Litchfield, Trelawney, and 293637 or 876-837-7710. Call Bravo and go in and buy a Clarks or a pair of shoes or some clothing. Tell them you heard it on Hello Neighbor, and you'll get a discount. Good night to Sassy, and good night to Courtney. Good night, Courtney.
Good night, sir.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm new to your program, so I've just been listening.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, we're signing out. You want to share anything?
Very interesting. So when will you be back on?
Is your first night?
Yeah. No, this is my second time, but I was just getting involved, a little bit more involved, to see, you know, how your program go, you know.
Okay.
I'm impressed. I'm very, very impressed, you know.
You're impressed. Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We are on at 6 o'clock, Monday to Friday.
Okay.
6 to 8. Yeah. We try to be off at about 8 o'clock. Sometimes we go until 9, sometimes 10. That is when the crowd is so high.
Okay.
We don't want to leave anyone behind.
Sometimes I've been listening tonight, and you know, sometimes there are things that I would like to suggest, you know, So when you come back next, and I'll be there, and I'll be able to speak with you and to also to speak with your audience.
Courtney, so I tell you what you do, Courtney, because you're a new voice.
Okay.
We'd love to talk to you. Now, if are you friends with me on this platform?
I was introduced to the platform by somebody else who sent me the link. So this is what, yeah. So this is the second time I've been listening to you.
What I want you to do is to send me a message. Just send me a message. All right. So I'm going to go on your page now.
Okay.
And I have followed you. So I see you only have 2 followers.
Okay.
So you're new to TikTok.
Yeah, I'm basically new to TikTok. Yes.
Okay. So I have followed you. What you need to do is to follow me back and send me a message.
Okay.
So what I will do is I will get in touch with you tomorrow.
Okay.
And maybe ask my moderator to arrange a time for you where we can talk. Okay.
Okay, I would appreciate that. Yes. Okay.
Yes, because sometimes when you come in the box, it is very, very busy.
Okay.
You may not get through, eh?
Okay.
But if I pre-arrange an interview with you, then it's better for us, eh?
Yeah, makes sense. Make a lot of sense to me. Yeah.
Right. So make sure that you follow me back and send me a message so I can respond.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll just go on it and I will follow you back. Yeah.
Right. Because we love to hear the perspectives of persons that are new in the sense that they have not been up here before.
Yes.
All right, so take good care of yourself.
And thanks again for reaching out, Yeah.
I thank you for coming up.
Okay, sir.
Bye-bye.
All right then, thanks. Yep. Bye-bye.
All right.